week of the 2023 CONCACAF Central American Cup, and tonight we come to you from Peronome, Panama, in Estadio Universitario. It is Club Deportivo Universitario and Jocoro. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. A sunny evening here in Panama as we get set for more action tonight from Group A. It is, of course, a very warm evening here in Peronome, Panama, as we build you up to first kick here from this venue, Estadio Universitario. This Jocoro side is looking to get in the win column, and so is Universitario. 84 degrees Fahrenheit, slight chance of rain, and a slight breeze in the forecast tonight as well. And in terms of where we are in this competition thus far, we are in Group A. Of course, Deportivo Saprissa has been the class of this group so far. Universitario and Jocoro looking for win number one here today. Of course, the top two teams from each group will move on to the quarterfinals, and the top 6 teams will eventually move on to the Champions Cup come 2024. Still a long way from then, and a few Jocoro fans have made the trip as well. And of course, Universitario is the team hosting here tonight. They got their first taste of this competition just last week, a 0-0 draw against Colban and Imperial. They will play all 4 of their games in 4 successive weeks. Same thing with Jocoro. Of course, Universitario did not play that first week. Now, this is just game number 2. As for Jocoro, this is game number 3, and right now, Jocoro, it's almost must-win territory for them coming into play here tonight. So far, no points through 2 matches. They only have scored 1 goal. It was from the penalty spot. Luis Acuna got that goal. He'll be in the starting lineup tonight for Jocoro, but it's a bit of desperation time for the side from El Salvador. As for Universitario, a good point earned on the road last time out against Colban Imperial, but they'll be looking to try to get things now on the right track if they want to progress on to that quarterfinal stage coming up in just a few weeks' time. A big opportunity, though, for the home side from Panama, Universitario. In just match number 2, they'll be looking for win number 1. Well, we are building you up to first kick here tonight. It's Jocoro of El Salvador, Universitario of Panama. We'll have lineups in first kick coming your way shortly.
Demos la bienvenida al equipo Club Deportivo Universitario y Jocoro Fútbol Club. El partido de esta noche de la Copa Centroamericana de Concacaf.
Building you up to first kick here tonight from Penonome, Panama, Estadio Universitario, Club Deportivo Universitario Panama, Jocoro of El Salvador. Handshakes ahead of this one, Group A play here in the 2023 CONCACAF Central American Cup. A warm, humid evening tonight here in Panama as we get you set for the first of 3 games across the competition here on this Tuesday evening. Jocoro coming on the road for their first road match of this competition. But first, let's take a look at the starting 11 for Universitario and coach Julio Infante. Just one change in the lineup tonight. It will be Omar Hinestroza, who came off the bench last week. He will take the spot of Jair Katui, who will move to the bench here tonight. Aside from that, this is the side that posted a clean sheet last week against Copa Imperial, and they are looking to get things started here tonight. As for Jocoro and this side, they make 3 changes, including in goal. It will be Danilo Hoya coming into the lineup. It was Oscar Sanchez who came out early last week, maybe an injury there, so he is on the bench. It'll also be Herman and Ventura entering the lineup for Rugama, and Sosa. Robert Sosa not in the 18 here tonight. As for the officials, Brian Lopez of Guatemala will be the man in the middle, an all Guatemalan crew here tonight in Penonome. And with that, we are just about set for kickoff here tonight. As we mentioned, maybe the pressure on Jocoro just a little bit more here tonight based on their first 2 results. They've conceded 4 in each of their first 2 matches. They've only scored 1 goal in those games. As for Universitario, no goals for them through 1 match, but we'll see if Universitario can get things started here at home. It'll be Universitario in all blue, Jocoro in white with blue trim. Just waiting on the whistle from our referee. We can get things started here tonight. There it is. And away we go. Jocoro and Universitario to open up 3 matches across the night here in the Central American Cup. The other 2 teams that will be in action later on tonight in this group, Copa Imperial and Cartagines. This is the week off for Saprissa in this competition. It's taken away, and Universitario looking to come forward here. Well, this is a Universitario side that through their domestic play has not conceded a lot, but they also haven't scored a lot. They have played 4 matches so far, 5 points through those 4 matches, a win, a loss, and 2 draws. Just 2 goals scored, 1 conceded in those games, and they have 3 0-0 draws in all competitions. That includes last week's match against Copa Imperial. We'll see if they can get their goal scoring started this season here tonight against the Jocoro side that has, as we mentioned, conceded 4 in each of their first 2 matches. It's a long throw, and it's headed away. Maybe a chance to counter. This is where Jocoro has been at their best in the previous 2 weeks. Ventura leads the break, options to either side. It's Acuna who tries to stand this up to the back post, and too far, looking for Carlos Arevalo. And there's Alberto Castillo, the 6-year-old Peruvian. Playing career spanned nearly 24 years from the 70s all the way into the late 90s. Peru international as well as a player. pretty much when he ended his playing career, got right into coaching. Jocoro looking to play out here, looking for that ball over the top. And they win it right back in the middle. Up to the far side. And the switch of play doesn't quite come off. Gonna play this through the middle again. And his touchback to Danilo Hoya, who made his debut for the club last week against Saprissa, coming on for the final 12 minutes after Oscar Sanchez was replaced. As for Jocoro, this has pretty much been it. Their season has been postponed. So all their focus has been on this Central American Cup. The other teams in this group have had domestic league play to worry about as well and balance. A very busy month for all of these teams in this competition. Going to balance the start of their new seasons and then the 4 midweek matches as well in the Central American Cup. Here's Argueta trying to weave his way forward. He was cut down. First foul of the game, and it's a free kick to Jocoro. Argueta had multiple opportunities last week to try to get his name on the score sheet and just couldn't quite find that moment. Challenge coming in from Luis Choi. And now a chance for Ricardo Avila to stand over this. Might he have his eyes set on goal here? It's Luis Acuña's opportunity. Acuña is going for goal, but it's a pretty straightforward save in the end. Joseph Esquina getting the start in goal tonight for Universitario. Of course, posted that clean sheet last week against Copa Imperial. It's a big match tonight for this Universitario side. They can go level on points through the same amount of games played as Copa Imperial if they are to get the 3 points here tonight. Just based on what the other teams have been able to do against Jocoro, you almost have to match what Saprissa and Copa Imperial have done against this Jocoro side. This ball's flicked along. It'll stay in play at the end line, looking for the square ball. Avila was waiting in the middle. It's deflected out of play. The flag, though, may have been up for offside, and indeed it was. Omar Hinestroza is caught in the offside position. That was the flick. An easy call for the AR on the near side. This one controlled, and it wasn't able to be moved along. Herman, the new Argentine signing. It's his first appearance of the season for Jocoro, wearing number 9 in white tonight. Trying to return it. A good defensive play. But Universitario is able to keep this. A curling effort is right at Hoya, and he's able to hold on to it. Alejandro Yearwood. Decent opportunity there. First shot of the game for Universitario. And then the counterattack is quickly shut down. Luis Choi stepping in, and look at all the space in the middle now. Avila will move it across. right through the middle. Is there contact from behind? There sure was. Pretty easy decision there for the referee, as Junior Padilla came straight through the back of Everardo Rose. And 2 hands on the back. Gonna get that called pretty much every time. Now a chance to stand over this set piece. Ricardo Avila, one of those players that might have his eyes set on this. A 4-man wall. Caicedo walks away. This is all Ricardo Avila. Avila strides up. Good power on the shot, but right off the wall, and it does its job. Caicedo. Caicedo ends up committing the foul there in the end. Looks like the referee content to let play go on, even though that ball was put down a few yards ahead of where the foul was. And now the referee will bring this back, and maybe the game's first yellow card will be shown here. Dean, it will. Looks like Luis Choi will have his name taken here very early on. His second season with the club. His footballing journey has taken him to Colombia and Peru. As Argueta, who was down and needing a few moments, get back to his feet here. Coaching moment for Alberto Castillo. Will be the captain, Junior Padilla. Just put this back in play for Elvis Claros. Fuentes. Padilla again. Now he'll loft it forward. Herman was there, and a header taken by Esquina in goal. Two 21-year-old goalkeepers getting the starts for their respective sides here tonight. Danilo Hoya from Jocoro. Joseph Esquina of Universitario. And 2 teams that don't necessarily have a ton of experience in CONCACAF competition, as Jocoro able to win this back. For Universitario, their first time in a CONCACAF competition since 2021 CONCACAF League. And that was a quick exit as they lost out in the round of 16 that year, 3-2 on aggregate against Motagua. In 2018, their only other appearance in CONCACAF League. Ended up making it to the quarterfinal stage here, did Universitario. And of course for Jocoro, their first appearance in CONCACAF competition. Of course, with this Jocoro side, you have to talk about the merger in 2018 with Chorrillo FC. Relocating here to Penonomé from just outside of Panama City, the El Chorrillo neighborhood. This cross sent all the way in. Herman was up for it. He just couldn't get his head onto it, a bit too tall. And Universitario can look to play out here Mentioned both teams have struggled to score this year. A 0-0 draw last week for Universitario against Copa Imperial. They played over the weekend as well in the league. And a 0-0 draw against Independiente there as well. Acuna trying to get onto the end of this. Acuna keeps it moving. See where the throw-in goes. Looks like it'll go back to Universitario. High boot. Sato whistled for the foul. He's taking down Guillermo Fuentes. Jocoro outpossessed in each of their previous 2 matches. Not a whole lot of opportunities, but they have found some good spaces so far in the opening 14 minutes tonight. Acuna, his pass off the mark. Claros under some pressure and passes right through it. Acuna keeps it moving. Guiti. Touched out of play. There should be a corner kick coming for Jocoro. Infante, Venezuelan manager, looking on. Just over a year in charge of this Universitario side. Guiti delivers. The heads go up. It pinballs through. And last off of Jocoro. A few arguments there from the Jocoro's players, but referee points for a goal kick. Great delivery in. And hit 2 people in there. Cargueta got his head to it first. Padilla may have sent that header just wide after. Couldn't know much about it after the quick deflection. Herman playing with his back to goal, trying to return it to Padilla. Flag is up for offside. That would have been for not. This is much better movement, and you can see Padilla in the offside position. Here's Rose. Kind deflection here for Universitario. Cross, much overhit, but it will be collected on the far side. Caicedo delivers it right back in. Hoya spills it, deflected off the crossbar, saved off the line and cleared. Oh boy, Danilo Hoya is a lucky man. Caicedo put a really good ball in. Hoya just couldn't hold on to it. And then Juan Arce had the opportunity right on the doorstep. So did Avila, and neither could put it past the line. Now a throw-in coming. Alejandro Yearwood looking for that long throw. Floated in. Jocoro able to get this out as far as Caicedo. Comes right back in. Caicedo chips this forward, and this time Hoya is able to hold on to it. Nervy moments there for Danilo Hoya, who makes his first start for Jocoro here tonight. For so many of these Jocoro players coming into this competition, making their debuts in week 1 against Coban Imperial, getting tested last week against Saprissa. They hung in for the first half hour or so, did Jocoro, but in the end, Saprissa proving to be just a bit too strong. Is to be expected for a Saprissa side that has eyes on potentially winning this competition. Stoppage in play. Player down is Henry Ventura. Here's Acuna. Touchdown to play. Last stop, Luis Acuna. For Jocoro, the first 2 matches were quote-unquote home matches for them, but they played them in San Pedro Sula, Estadio Olimpico Metropolitano, not necessarily their home ground in their home country. Now having to come on the road to one of the southernmost Central American countries here in Panama. Guiti trying to go right through the legs. He was tripped up. Free kick to Jocoro. 20 minutes gone. Went through the legs, and it was Gene Sanchez who wasn't going to let him complete that nutmeg. Instead commits the foul. Avila. Now almost off to the races, if not for Claros blocking that down. Looking for Herman, target striker, making his first appearance for Jocoro. It's one back. Herman. Let's play up. It's Acuna. Played up to the far side, all the way into the corner. Juan Argueta. Argueta tries to turn the corner. He was shut down. This is cleared away. Yearwood does well defensively. Ventura. Padilla. And a giveaway. Universitario just have not been able to get upfield quick enough as Hinestroza is brought down. They've had opportunities to progress the ball quickly and on the counterattack when they win it back in good areas. Their passing has just been a little bit off. Although that time, Henry Ventura commits the foul. Here's Avila. They do, however, have the best opportunity of the game. A couple of chances saved off the line. Another one off the crossbar, all in the same sequence. Argueta plays it forward. Guiti brings it down, lost his footing. Sanchez will cut this out. Long throw. Acuna just couldn't bring it in. Heavy first touch. Both sides looking for a little bit of quality in the final third. 2 shots for either side. First time these two teams have ever faced off. Right now, not a whole lot to split these two, to be fair. The past couple of years in CONCACAF League, it's mostly been sides from Costa Rica and Honduras that have had the upper hand. Comunicaciones, aside from Guatemala, was able to win it a couple of years ago, but aside from that, it's exclusively Costa Rica and Honduras sides that have progressed forward and the farthest. An opportunity for a team from Panama as this is slipped in behind, trying to lay this off. The whistle comes. Avila put it in the back of the net, but the flag is up for offside. Now a couple of decisions that have gone against Universitario. Trying to go a bit too quick in behind. Just a step in front of the defender. The idea was right. Trying to square that ball from Everardo Rose, but whistle came for offside, and now it's a whistle for a free kick to Jocoro. Luis Choi has to be careful, already on a yellow card. Padilla chips this forward. Goalkeeper comes off his line. He spills it. Joseph Esquina is able to hold on to it in the end. Both goalkeepers have had some nervy moments now. Rose wins it back. Now Ventura. Zaravalo. Touch this around the corner. Cross sent in. The goalkeeper made the call for it, and Esquina is able to hold on to it, and he wants to distribute quickly. And Estroza trying to throw his body at the ball. Rose for Choi. Gerardo Rose. Over the top, and this too close to Danilo Hoya. Universitario really trying to get those runs timed to perfection. And a couple of offside calls go against them so far. Hold on to this, and now trying his luck. This is fired well wide. Nothing to test Danilo Hoya in goal. look here. Shot never really had a chance. Padilla. Looking for Herman. Gonna bring that one in. He's played an important role so far in this game. Chipped forward again. That ball did not stay in play. Throw to Universitario. Push in the back. This will go against Universitario this time. Free kick back to Jocoro. Chested down and broken up in the middle. Padilla. Up to the far side, here he is. Chips it back into the middle, Acuna settles, tries to keep it moving. Eventually comes back to his feet. Herman stands it up to the back post. Snap header away, taken, and still loose. Padilla went for the back heel, and it's turned over. And here comes Universitario. Caicedo, and it's cut out. Guillermo Fuentes just enough on it. Universitario coming forward again, and Caicedo blasts this out of play. Gets up. And Ventura. This game playing out a little bit different to previous two for Jocoro. Team that has maybe had the better of the opportunities in total. Maybe the best opportunity, though, coming for Universitario. And yet we're still looking for that first goal. Herman keeps it moving, some contact there. The referee says play on. Galindo was taken off his feet. And now the whistle comes. And this might be a yellow card for what happened away from the ball. And this is Galindo, will have his name taken. There definitely was some contact when Galindo was on the ball. See it again here, and then what happened right as this pass was released. He's lunging in. Studs catching the top of the foot. Gets up, gets caught. Floated forward. Now played over the top. Jocoro trying to progress again. Oh, the goalkeeper comes off his line. Argueta, he misses. Oh, it was a wide open goal. Esquina came sprawling for it. He missed it all, and so did Argueta. And Universitario off the hook. Just came flying in a bit recklessly as well. Argueta had time to settle. And he couldn't put it away. Almost inexcusably puts it wide. For a man who scored 18 goals in the domestic league a season ago, thought that one would have been an easy first here in 2023. Well, Jocoro, he could be ruining that opportunity later on in this game. And there's no doubt both goalkeepers have shown some vulnerabilities in this opening half hour. Both very young goalkeepers. Not a whole lot of experience for either. They're no doubt learning on the fly here tonight. Long throw again. Just look for that initial flick. Didn't quite come. Now Acuna. And Jocoro looking to play out. Acuna gets it back. Ventura. And they can settle. Armand trying to get the return from Guiti. Blocked away. Here's Rose. Right downhill. Makes one defender miss. Makes another miss. And he loses the ball in the end. Argueta trying to get the return ball. Argueta. Shake Sanchez there. Was last off of Sanchez. And a corner kick coming for Jocoro. Second of the match. Elmer Guiti. Guiti delivers into that near post again. This time it's headed away for a throw-in. Acuna. Padilla lofts it forward. Armand was up for it, couldn't get onto it. Universitario look to get this away. 10 minutes to go until halftime. Carlos cuts it out. And maybe another chance for a long throw-in for Universitario. They've used that to their advantage. Again, it's Yearwood. Comes that long throw again. Jocoro win the initial header. It's nodded forward again by Avila, but Jocoro a chance to counter. Argueta. Sanchez has to cut this out. Argueta. Hopeful cross. Goalkeeper calling for it, and he was fouled. Armand was the one contesting with Joseph Esquina. Not a whole lot in that, to be fair. Esquina may be lucky to get bailed out by the whistle. Hopeful ball through the middle. Again, Herman just able to keep it for Jocoro. And then Guiti was pulled back. There's Padilla now to stand over it. Looking to play this in behind. Guiti coming together. What's the decision going to be? It's a yellow card against Elmer Guiti. And the referee wasted no time there. Ricardo Avila, the one shaken up. Get a better look at it here. Yeah, high studs, and they go right into the leg of Avila. Herman battling forward with Avila. Now able to look up fields. Lofted forward. Hoya watches it run out of play. And it throws up the target yet again. Herman. Play on, says the referee. Options in front and out wide. Juan Argueta looking for a window to get a shot away. Instead, he switches the fields. Blocked down. Galindo made good contact on the shot. Didn't get very far. Chipped into the middle. Galindo making the run. Looking for the centering feed and was just cut out. Herman was waiting, and now a foul just outside the area. Caicedo got caught there committing it. And a free kick to Jocoro. Dia did well, and then just enough contact from Caicedo to draw the whistle. Dia did well to make sure that whistle was blown. Got his wish. Chance to stand over this now. Argueta and Guiti. Maybe another test for Joseph Esquina in goal. And this is all Juan Argueta now. Four-man wall. Argueta strides up. Argueta right down the chute. As Esquina is able to hold on to this one. Diving header to keep this alive. Acuna didn't see Caicedo coming, at his pocket picked. Caicedo still coming forward. Back yet again. Free kick to Universitario on the far side. The chances that Universitario have been able to create have been dangerous. They haven't really been able to do much in the last 10 or so minutes. It's been a lot of Jocoro. Home supporters trying to urge their side on here. Caicedo delivers. Got the initial flick. Is this a chance now for Jocoro on the break? It is. Guiti's onto it. And we stood up there by Choi. Strong defensive play. Caicedo. If you're Alberto Castillo, Jocoro manager, you have to like what you've seen so far. Creating good opportunities, and especially more so than they have the past couple of weeks. Another long throw in here for Alejandro Yearwood. Dia got his head to it first, and then he drew the foul. And Estroza coming from behind. Sort of the final few minutes here of his first half. Down the line, Sargetta was brought down behind the plate. Arevalo. Gets it coming forward again. Cut back, Ventura. Arevalo. It's a foul against Jocoro. One minute of stoppage time to close out his first 45 minutes. Pretty evenly played first 45 minutes for these two teams looking for win number one. Their journeys in this Central American Cup. Mentioned for Jocoro, maybe a bit more urgency to find that win. They played one more game than Universitario. Will be the first team to play 3 matches in this year's competition. Roman Imperial will be the second just a couple hours after they take on Cartagines later on tonight. And the referee brings this first half to a close. Well, nothing to split these two sides through 45 minutes. Universitario looking for their first goal in this competition. Jocoro looking for its first win in this competition. Will something give in the second 45 minutes? 45 minutes down, it's Universitario 0, Jocoro 0.
ofensivo. Concacaf iniciará su protocolo antidiscriminación. Esto significa que podrá ser expulsado del estadio y el partido. Puede ser detenido o abandonado. Si eres expulsado del estadio por grito ofensivo, no recibirás ningún reembolso. Si el partido es suspendido o abandonado debido a gritos ofensivos, no habrá reembolsos. No hay espacio para discriminación en nuestro juego. No te pierdas de los mejores momentos de los partidos y torneos de Concacaf. Síguenos en TikTok, @Concacaf. No te pierdas tampoco la actuación y las últimas novedades de la apasionante Copa Centroamericana de Concacaf. No lo podrás encontrar en las redes sociales de Concacaf. Síguenos @Champions en Twitter, Instagram y Facebook.
Getting set for the second 45 minutes of action tonight from Estadio Universitario in Penonome, Panama. Club Deportivo Universitario and Jocoro. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be back with you for this second half. Group A action for the 2023 CONCACAF Central American Cup. So far, 2 losses through the first 2 matches for Jocoro. For Universitario, just a 0-0 draw last week. Something has to give, at least you'd think it could, in the second 45 minutes as we get this one underway. It was a pretty even first 45 minutes. One more shot on target for Jocoro than Universitario. Aside from that, though, the same amount of shots. Possession almost right down the middle. Fouls even as well. We'll see what this second half has in store this evening. Remember, it's a Universitario side that through 5 matches in all competitions, their goal difference is +1. They've scored 2 goals. They've conceded just 1. They have played to 3 0-0 draws in their opening 5 matches so far this season, including last week against Coban Imperial. And that's in stark contrast to what Jocoro has been able to do. 2 losses so far in this Central American Cup. They've conceded 4 goals in each of those 2 matches. We'll see if Universitario can maybe try to take advantage of this Jocoro back line, but give a lot of credit to the away side today. They've come in with a plan, and they have so far done well with it. Locked down. Universitario starting off in possession there in all blue. Jocoro in white with the blue trim. This comes through, and right as he went to take that cross, Alejandro Yearwood, I think his plant foot slid out from under him. They were watering this field at halftime. I wonder if maybe that caught him out just a little bit. Here's Fuentes. Play this in behind. And this stumped clear. Gonna play this into space down that left side. Guiti all the way through, and it's cut out. It's put out for a corner. It's Argueta who will take this corner kick. Now he'll run away from it. Guiti steps up. Guiti's ready to the near post and headed away. Chance here for Universitario. They have willing runners forward. Moved off to the far side. Rose let it run through. And eventually it's tracked down by Juan Arce. No foul. There had been some pressure from behind, but the referee said play on. Now Guiti. Choi. It'll run all the way through. Sato, slow to get back to his feet. Loaded forward again. It's Everardo Rose. Here's Arce, looking upfield, looking for options. Trying to slide this in behind, comes all the way through, but the flag is up for offside. Great run in by Everardo Rose, but evidently just a little bit too early, and boy, is that close. And that pass was right where it needed to be. It's a few offside calls now that have gone against Universitario. Putting pressure on his back line as Herman sends it out of play. Chase into the corner, deflects back into the middle. Jocoro able to pick this up. Guiti on the turn to the back post. Herman scores! Jocoro is on the board, and on his debut for the club, he puts Jocoro in front. They had been knocking on the door in this match and finally able to break through. Guiti on the turn, the perfect weight on the cross. And Herman, who had been that hold-up number 9 so far tonight, finally finds himself in front of goal. And he's not gonna miss from less than 3 yards away. A celebration to boot with his assist maker. And Herman is on the board. A 25-year-old Argentine. Just like that, it is a lead for Jocoro. What's the response going to be from Universitario? Just the second goal they have conceded this season. And this their 6th match. They've hung their hat so far on their defense. Now they'll have to work from behind here tonight. We mentioned Jocoro, this is their 3rd match, 2 losses already. Felt like this would be a must-win for them, along with probably the next match as well against Cartagines. Caicedo, a heavy touch, and it's turned over. Avila. Geta trying to come through the middle, and Estroza takes it away. Now Everardo Rose. Rose trying to cut that back. Avila was flat-footed. Caicedo gets around one, gets around another, and he stood up as the cross comes in. Galindo is able to get something on that. His teammate able to help him get that out of play. A throw-in coming. Caicedo did well to get that all started. Just couldn't connect with Hinestroza in the end. The referees are saying this is a throw-in. I'm sure Yearwood will be coming forward to send this in, and indeed he is. Long throw. The heads go up. Jocoro able to get to it first and get this away. Acuna for Argueta. Closed down by Everardo Rose. Time on the ball here for Universitario as they look to build back into this game. Cross comes in, it's cleared away again. Maybe another chance for a long throw. Said they take this short. Choi. Yearwood out of play. It's blocked down again. Coro trying to get this away. Guiti does just that. Universitario right back onto it. Yearwood. Rose in Estroza. Sliding challenge. Fuentes went to ground. Choi wins it back for Universitario. Caicedo. Dumps it into the corner. As this cross comes in. A diving header, but moved wide by Arce. Universitario back on it. Sanchez delivers. Bounces all the way through. Arce to track it down. Choi, the square ball. Caicedo chips it over the top. Yearwood! He puts it in the net, but the flag is up for offside. And a collision with Hoya as well. See this again. Yeah, no doubt about it. In an offside position. Another big collision there with the goalkeeper as well. And Hoya got the worst of that. Another instance in which Universitario really pushing the limits of this Jocoro back line. They've been in a few times in this match. If not for the flag denying their progress. Back on his feet. Another look at the goal. Arman gets his first for Jocoro. Player who was on loan with Olancho from January until June, and now back here with Jocoro. Here's Calderon. See if Hoya has any lingering effects from that collision where he came on for the potential injured goalkeeper last week, as Desquina, who holds on to this. Oscar Sanchez maybe injured his hand. He was taken off with about 12 minutes to go. Hoya was brought on in that game. It may just have been a sub. There may have been no issue, but earlier in that match, something was bothering Sanchez. And Hoya got the start here today. Sanchez is on the bench. Backup goalkeeper for Jocoro should Hoya need a replacement. Here comes Universitario again. Eventually it's cleared. For nothing in terms of shots in this half for Universitario, 15 minutes in. But that change here, long cross and too far for Caicedo. Padilla tries to scoop it forward, and it's turned over. There were two Universitario players pretty much staring at each other, and Argueta came in and got the foul. Neither player really wanted it, and then Hinestroza had to commit the foul. Otherwise, Argueta would have been pretty much free and behind. Just miscommunication there. Argueta. Padilla. Well, this could change the complexion of this Group A. If Jocoro is able to get a win, put a lot of pressure on them going into that game next week to try to do it again. Moved out wide, and the pass is off the mark. Would almost put Universitario in the same boat that Jocoro is in here tonight. Looking to try to get a win next week. They still have some time to try to get something out of this, though. Substitutions. That'll be the end of the night for Omar Hinestroza. And Jair Katoui will be coming on. Angel Caicedo will also be coming off. It will be Eric Rodriguez coming on to make just his second appearance for the club. It will also be Jorge Clement coming on. So 3 subs in total for Jocoro. Looks like that is Jaime Ortiz who will be coming on for Jocoro. And Luis Acuna is the one replaced. There's only one change in the Universitario lineup from last week's game against Colban Imperial. Scatui was come in now for Hinestroza, reversing that change along with Rodriguez and Clement. Rose running right into Padilla. He stays in play. Rodriguez. Sliding challenge to put this out. Throw in coming for Universitario. Flicked along. The other player coming off the field was Juan Arce. Universitario. Supposed foul there against Avila. Just catching the back heel there. Carlos Arevalo. Not a lot in it though. Herman keeps it moving. Chip this around the corner. There's no way out there for Gene Sanchez. Way out for Universitario. That final ball has really let them down here tonight. Avila playing from his back. He's able to win a throw-in out of it. Weaving through, just poked away. It out wide. Universitario probing. Cross. Headed clear again as far as Argueta, but it's kept alive. Shot from distance, going low, it's spilled in front, and Hoya is able to hold on to it in the end. Not a bad effort from Kevin Calderon, the captain, coming forward, and Hoya is shaken up, much to the crowd's chagrin. Look at this last sequence. Spilled by Hoya. Was there contact? I don't know. A good effort there from distance. Hoya still being treated here. Hoya getting ice to his face here. Hoya back on his feet. Drop ball, we'll get this back underway. Universitario looking for something out of this game. I mentioned their struggles in terms of scoring goals so far in this campaign. Here's our get-up. I think it's safe to say this is no doubt the best performance of the three, or of the previous two rather, for Jocoro. They've had time on the ball. They've had good opportunities going forward. They've defended well, at least up until now. Trying to turn the corner. Rose to the back post. The outswing will keep this in play. Yearwood curling it again. Katui drives it across. It's deflected wide, and a corner kick here for Universitario. A little bit of momentum here for the home side, provided by the substitute. Katui whipping that ball across. Oh, lifted in, right into the mixer, headed down, and eventually cleared. Argueta thumps it away. As far as Yearwood, Katui lifts it right back in. The header's down and eventually cleared again. But Yearwood tracks it down. Choi sends it forward. It's flicked out wide for Eric Rodriguez. Cross coming in. It's down, the shot comes on, and it's in! The equalizer for Universitario! Everardo Rose. And all of that hard work with 20 minutes to go. Universitario back level. Deflection took it to the top of the area. It was settled very nicely by Kevin Calderon. And through some traffic, maybe a slight deflection on it as well. Danilo Hoya, yeah, deflected right off of Guillermo Fuentes. And Rose is on the board. Well, this game very much there for the taking now. Collision to get back underway. Everardo Rose, the 24-year-old Panamanian. It's his third appearance in a CONCACAF competition. A few of those with Árabe Unido, their club here in Panama. Rodriguez, Avila, both stand around it. Rodriguez curls this in, header right in front, it's snapped in! It's 2 goals in 2 minutes, and Universitario have taken the lead! Jorge Clement, the one to head this one home. Another look at this. Was he onside? Indeed he was. And that was as free of a header as you will ever get on a free kick like that. Hoya had to stay on his line, and Clement was the one to redirect it past him. And the celebration on here in Peronome. And Jocoro, they may have had the upper hand in this game for about 25 minutes, less than that, about 20. And now, they're the team needing something from this. A loss here tonight for Jocoro would eliminate them from advancing on. They'd be on no points through 3 matches. Copa Imperial and Universitario be on 4. The match they could get then would be just 3 points. 15 minutes to go, and Jocoro trying to save their competition. Choi. Again, cleared out of play. Again, headed away. Got his body in front of that cross. Deflects all the way to the end line. Esquina. He can hold on to this. Flicked along, and is that a high boot? It looks like it was against Jocoro. It's all unraveling for Alberto Castillo's side. All these Claros. Chance to stand over this for Avila and Rodriguez. Taken from distance, dipping and bouncing right in front of Hoya, who distributes quickly. Draw out of this game would almost feel like a loss for Jocoro. They're looking for 2 goals at the end of this one because of their goal difference. As you see the foul, because of their goal difference, draw might as well be like a loss tonight. They would need a lot of things to go their way as well. They can get a win here tonight, get a win next week. That would change things. Universitario doesn't want to let that happen, though. A win and a draw for them in their first 2 matches. That would be a pretty strong shout to try to get into that 2nd place spot. Like Saprissa, if they can keep up the play that they have had so far, they could be the team to win this group. 2 wins out of 2 so far for them. Ventura. Deflected, looking for Argueta. Katui. Foul there. Guillermo Fuentes. Get away with no card here. A 20-year-old will not. Yellow card here. Taking down the goal scorer, Jorge Clement. Clement in his first season with Universitario. Last club, San Francisco. Previously with Tauro and Sporting San Miguelito. Touched in play for Rodriguez. Rodriguez again. Lifting this in. Clement couldn't get to the second ball. All of a sudden, Jocoro really had trouble progressing forward as they attempt to here. Herman. Pass off the mark. Chested down. Herman. Galindo. 10 minutes to go. This ball sent in looking for Herman. Falls for Argueta. Back in, Herman. Trying to go with some sort of bicycle kick, and instead it leaves him on the ground here, needing some assistance. Herman helped back to his feet here. Just making contact there with the knee. Jesus Delgado. There's Argueta. All the way into the corner. Be a throw-in. Jocoro had great control in that first half. We're not able to score. There's Argueta. They got that first goal in this game. Thought they could maybe go on and get a second, but almost woke Universitario up. They started to put the clamps down defensively. Didn't allow Jocoro to really get out of their defensive half. Universitario put the pressure on. Eventually able to take the lead. Hoya under pressure and gets away with it. Jocoro trying to keep this. Ventura. Down the line yet again. This one's cut out. Turned over. Jocoro doing a lot of running now. Here's Rodriguez. Universitario trying to put this away. Slid in behind. Flag up. Offside. And pick your poison. Both blue shirts in an offside position there. Player down on the far side. As for what is to come next week, Jocoro will visit Cartagines. Universitario will host Saprissa. Big game for Universitario next week. Remember, Cartagines, Copa Imperial, game to come up next. And a substitution. Looks like Henry Ventura, his night will come to an end. It will be Marc Blanco coming on. Also be Joel Tercios. Second and third subs of the night. And looks like Roberto Avila, his night will also come to a close, as Joel Guevara will come on. His first appearance in a CONCACAF competition. Lofted forward again. Chipped over the top. Herman keeps it moving. What a chance. Just onto the field, Joel Tercios. And that was the moment to get this game back level. Well worked, flicked along. Just lunging for it a bit too much. It was Tercios and not able to steer it towards goal. Stood up, right into the box, some contact there. And now Universitario streaming forward, trying to put this on ice. Rose touches it infield, tries to get it right back. It's Rodriguez! And Universitario will grab all 3 points. From 1-0 down to 3-1 ahead. Well worked from the very beginning. Rose returned it to Rodriguez, and he wasn't missing from there. Credit Rose on the assist. Didn't do too much with it, just played it right back into the path of Rodriguez. And that's exactly what Julio Infante was looking for. Rodriguez, who just made his club debut last week against Copa Imperial. The 26-year-old is now on the score sheet for his new club. And Jocoro staring elimination right in the face. Opted for it again. This has to be touched over the bar. Argueta lofting it in. This will be a tough one to take for Jocoro. There's no doubt about it. He put in a pretty solid performance, but unfortunately it's all unraveling here at the end. Guevara. Here's Rose, who helped set up that third goal. Right, he wants one for himself now. Everardo Rose with an exclamation point. A stunner to put this one away. 4-1. It's a goal-scoring party tonight for Universitario. Their previous 5 matches before this, they had scored just 2 goals. Tonight, they get 4, and they finish it off with this absolute beauty. Everardo Rose. He has been amongst it all night long. We're already 75 seconds into 2 minutes of stoppage time. Rodriguez takes this away again. If this score stands, it'll be the 3rd straight match that Jocoro has conceded 4 goals. Not quite turning out the way that they had hoped. They'll fight till the end here. Play on. Clement, already 1 goal to his name. I mean, one last attack here for Universitario. Every goal counts. Goal difference could play a factor. Pushing and shoving here at the end, but that will conclude matters tonight. And in the end, Universitario with a dominating victory. It took them a while to get started here tonight, but in the end, they get 4 goals. And it's 4 goals in the final 18 minutes. Jocoro with a loss here tonight. They have been eliminated based on the other results in Group A, but they left it all out there for the first 70 minutes. A great performance, but in the end, it goes the way of Universitario. Our final score from Estadio Universitario here in Peronome. It is Universitario 4, Jocoro 1.